Thank you very much for joining us on 50/50.
Thank you, Simon.
Whenever we do one of these, there's always some farmers who are happy, some who are very, very unhappy, and then the mine has their own story. How is the department do you go about teasing out what the truth is in a situation like this?
Simon, there's various forums that's been put in place where issues surrounding the mine gets discussed. We also tend to have some sessions with water users in a particular area when there's complaints to tease out the issues from there, and also to give the mine instruction where needed, obviously to correct the situation. We'll have our next meeting with those water users on the 8th of November.
So in the department's opinion, as it stands now, is the mine in contravention of their water license?
They're not in contravention of the conditions of their license. When we do get complaints, we investigate. In some cases, we do issue pre-directives and ask the water user to correct whatever is wrong. Remember, we also, in terms of the administrative processes that we follow, need to be reasonable as well. So we will provide certain timeframes if there is contravention to correct those situations and to address the issues should there be issues on the ground.
The water that is supplied is seen to be dirty, and so has a compliance notice then been issued?
The water coming from the dewatering process are put into the Sedibeng pipeline, and it's actually widely distributed. So even to towns in the vicinity, water users in the Kalahari and so forth, and we don't have similar complaints to the guys staying right next to the mine. So, well, we have to investigate and see.
What about this allegation that the climate in that area has changed and it's actually drier now than it was 30 years ago when that mine was originally planned?
Obviously, we're doing monitoring in terms of water levels and also water quality. There's cycles that you go through, and obviously if it's a good rainfall year, like in 1974, 1988, obviously you'll have an improvement in water levels. But there's obviously a natural decline also over the years. In terms of the area becoming drier, obviously nobody ever denied that as part of the mining process, due to them having to dewater to ensure the safety of the mine and to be able to mine, there has been impacts on water levels in that particular area. We included conditions in the water use license stating that should it be proven that water users and landowners are affected, then mechanisms should be put in place to either compensate or provide alternative water resources, alternative grazing, and so forth.
One of the issues that was sparked in that piece is the idea that the mine is reclaiming some of the cost of pumping that water out and distributing it. Are they allowed to do that under their water license conditions?
Remember, there's certain costs involved in the operation and maintenance of a pipeline scheme, and currently all the responsibilities have been taken over for the operation and maintenance by Sedibeng Water in that particular case. Now, to pump water over long distances for water users, obviously you're going to incur costs. Now, part of the responsibility of the mine is to ensure that all the pumps and so forth are in good working order, and as per previous agreement with Water Affairs, there's a nominal fee that we're paying for that operation and maintenance cost involved in that. So that's not paying for the water resource that they're actually using.
What do you want to see as the solution to this?
We would want to see that stormwater management are improved, and in fact, that the mine use some of that stormwater in its processes on the mine as an example. Then we'd also like to see that the issues surrounding impacts on water users are actually resolved. So that if there's problems with the water supply, that they be provided with alternative water supply of a very good quality. And then obviously the relationship between the mine and the users also need to improve.
Who is responsible for measuring and monitoring the water quality in that area?
The mine often appoint independent service providers to undertake some of the monitoring, or most of the monitoring, as well as some of the studies that they commissioned. A number of studies, the water users and landowners in the surrounding area had inputs into both the terms of reference in that case, and also to ensure independence as to who gets appointed.
If a farmer or anyone else for that matter needs to get hold of the department, needs to report these sort of issues, how do they get hold of you?
There's a line that they can phone. It's actually 0800 200 200. In the case of the Northern Cape, they can phone our regional office directly at 053 836 7600.
Abe, thank you very much for coming and joining us.
Thank you, Simon.